In this video, traders, I want to talk about how to hold on to your trades a little bit longer. Your winning trades, obviously. Stick around. Hey guys, warm welcome to you. Thanks so much for joining me. All right, so how do you hold on to your winning trades longer? Not your losing trades. We don't want to hold those longer, but we want to be able to hold our winning trades just a little bit longer, right? Extract a little bit more from the market. And it's something that I think many traders find challenging because it's uncomfortable. Okay, you're in a trade, it's going your way, you see the unrealized P&L, maybe it's stalling. Oh, you know what, that's, yeah, I quite like to take that. And we end up taking it. We end up, taking it before the target. The trade goes to the target, and we get frustrated, and it's something we know we need to get better at. And the right conditions, being able to extract as much profit as possible from the market is where we want to be. So, how do we hold on to trades just that little bit longer? The first thing is to not leave the decision to the heat of the moment. Have a trading plan, have a structure, understand, hey, listen, I am weak in the heat of the moment. The market makes me weak in the heat of the moment. Think this and say, so I'm going to make as many of the decisions as I can before I take that trade. Before I get into the trade, I'm going to know exactly how I'm going to manage this thing. Because and listen, you don't know the outcome. It's not like we're saying we know the outcome, but if the price does this, I'll do this. If it does this, I'll do that. If it does this, I'll do that. You take a lot of decision making away, so you're not constantly going, the market's moving up and down, up and down. Should I close it? Should I not close it? Should I? And you're constantly having decision fatigue, and eventually you go, I'm just going to close it because it feels good to be able to capitalize that profit, crystallize that profit. We don't want to do that. We want to have a plan of action, even if that happens to be wrong on that individual trade. Next thing is use time to your advantage. So what I mean by this is, if you're holding a trade, just say, hey, I'm not going to touch it or manage it either until I get stopped, or I'm going to look at it in an hour or a day. Use it to your advantage. Use the fact that price will move and trending in a direction for a period of time. And if the market's going in your favor, then use time to your advantage and assume that's going to continue. Now, there's no reason to not assume that. If you're in a trade and it's working, why cut it short? Yes, manage your risk. Yes, trades go up and down. Yes, markets move. Yes, they can do surprise things, but you want to trade the generalizations of the market and the themes of the market, which is, hey, if there's an intraday trend and you're on it, you want to ride that sucker right until the close. Or if you're in a trade and you look trading a 1 hour rhythm, don't touch it for an hour, just for a day, whatever it is. Use time to your advantage and use an alarm or some sort of signal to say, hey, I'm not going to meddle with it or move my stop or do anything until an hour's passed, 2 hours passed, etc. Be specific about when to exit. Again, similar to the plan, but the specificity of the exit helps the stress, if you like, the discomfort that you get from being in a trade with unrealized P&L and worrying about losing the unrealized P&L. And that is uncomfortable, right? We have to sit there and go, oh, we'll give it all back. And to be specific about, hey, when am I going to exit this trade? Have I got a target? Am I going to come out when it comes and breaches a prior low? Am I going to run a trade up by a moving average? Am I going to close at a specific point in time and day? I'm going to give back 25% of my, whatever it is. There's a myriad of stuff you could do, but it's just having that specificity on when you're going to utilize the exit, so that again, in the heat of the moment, you're like, hey, none of these things that are exit criteria have happened yet. I don't see a pullback of X%. I don't see a blow off top. I don't see it tagging a target. I don't see it this time of day. So it just helps you stick with the trade and the rules. 4, be comfortable with all scenarios. I think this is a great tool. You play out in your head all the things that could happen to the trade. And so when you're in that trade, you've got the unrealized P&L and you're like holding it. I want to get a little bit longer. I don't want to give any money back, blah, blah. You can say to yourself, hey, listen, if it comes back to here, this is what my profit will be on the trade. Am I okay with that? Yeah. All right, I'll keep it. I'm not okay with that. Okay, well, I need to do something different. And so when you play out the scenarios and how they'll impact your equity curve and your P&L on that trade on the day, then you can be more at peace with it and you can live it and go, am I happy with that? Yeah, I can live with that. I can live with drawing down that amount. I can live with giving back that amount. Yeah, fine. And that just helps the mind rather than this constant dialogue. Number 5 is stretch yourself in chunks. I could have written that, but that's a really bad thing to write. But what I mean by this is not stretching as in stretching the body in chunks and just jolting it. That's a really bad idea. I mean, try this in bursts. So bursts, probably a better word. Try in bursts. So in other words, hey, I'm going to hold these trades. I'm going to hold trades for these targets, the plan for the next 5 days, and see how I get on. And say, listen, I'm not going to try and do everything at once. I'm going to do my best for 5 days. And so this chunking method of kind of trying to improve something for a short period of time, and then sort of sitting and baking in the wind for a bit, is a good way. And then reviewing and seeing how good that, or how effective or not that was for your trading. Again, just helps things out. We're just trying to eliminate this stress. We're trying to eliminate all these things that are going on in the mind. We're trying to eliminate this cognitive load and this pressure by just backing things off a touch and going, okay, you know what? It doesn't matter. I'm happy to give that profit back. I'm happy to hold for target, and just becoming a bit more peace. So we're not wound up and looking at every tick, and then eventually we just give in and just take the profit. Take care, guys. This is how to hold on to trades longer. I shall see you in the next one. Bye-bye.